Today I am going to address a question that I get a lot. You may be wondering, what is a toxic relationship? It's a relationship where there is no mutual support for each other. A relationship that is competitive, a relationship that continually puts, either both of you put each other down, or there is one person who puts the other down. And so you want to be very careful as you think about the relationships where you are in. Another experience that you may have in a relationship is the feeling of there is no joy. When you are around this person, when you are together, there is a lot of negative feeling. There is tension. There isn't happiness or joy like it used to be when you all started out. Ask yourself and be okay with accepting and acknowledging that my partner and I are not really giving each other joy anymore. Because you see, the reason why we seek out relationship is because we are seeking to connect in a deeper way. We are seeking to find somebody we can create a partnership with. So it's important to really sit down and evaluate what your relationship is. So that is what a toxic relationship looks like. In this toxic relationship, there is the other part of a relationship that we call abusive. When we say abusive, a relationship is abusive. What we are saying is that there is direct abuse, whether it is physical abuse, whether it is psychological and emotional abuse, or mental and verbal abuse. You know, those are real abusive behaviors and tendencies where somebody is calling you names, where somebody is hitting your body, destroying your property. They are causing you bodily harm, mental harm, emotional harm directly. You can be in a relationship which is toxic, but that person is not directly causing you any harm. Or you yourself, you may be the person who's toxic, but you are not directly causing anybody harm. What is the difference between the two? A toxic relationship that doesn't cause direct harm is the one where people are jealous of you, but they never say it directly. They use a lot of passive aggressive language, behaviors. For instance, the directly toxic person and abusive person will tell you, I do not like you hanging out with so and so. But then the passive aggressive toxic person who is not directly saying that to you, they may say something like, when you go out with your friend, they may use language like, you don't like me, you like your friend more than you like me, you are always bragging about your friend. That friend of yours, what value do they bring into your life? That is passive aggressive. Or sometimes they withhold things from you because they are upset about something that they would like you to change, or something that they are not happy with you did. And so they use the passive aggressive behaviors to express their displeasure. And if you ask them, you know, whether there is something wrong, maybe say, no, I didn't say that. I don't really think one way or the other. But then the way that they deal with you when you go home to your parents, when you get promoted at a job, when you make a business deal that is great, when you shine, they are unable to celebrate with you. When you seem like you are having a life that is separate from theirs, from them, they feel you are being rejecting or abandoning, and they will again act in ways that are passive aggressive. The other thing that it's important for you to know is contempt. Contempt, somebody feeling that they are a little bit superior than you. You know, they think that your ideas are not great. They think that you are not that, they can't celebrate you, let's say that. And also people who call you names. These jokes that we make in Kenya, we think about the Swahili word mchongoano. We used to do that as kids, where we are jesting, where we are making crude jokes about somebody, how they look, their names, their family, their work. We just use these undertones. Sometimes it's very important for us to be empathetic in our relationships, because you do not know when you use underhanded comments, when you use certain abusive language, you don't know what you're triggering in your partner or in the person that you're in relationship with. So when we say stuff like that, they are triggered because maybe when they were kids, they were bullied like that, and so as adults they may have carried that wound, and you, because you are not very careful how you are speaking and how you are using your words, you say that to that person, and the woundedness is triggered, and now you are going to create a toxic relationship right there, because number one, the person will get very offended. They are thinking that you're not being empathetic or compassionate or kind to them. It is important for us to understand how toxic relationships are formed. So when you think about the signs of a toxic relationship, think about it this way. If you're not receiving respect in that relationship, if there is no mutual support, they require for you to support them, but when you need support, they don't give you. There is no kindness. There isn't treating you in a kind way. There is no empathy. If every time you talk to this person, you spend some time with them, you end up feeling emotionally drained, and there is a lot of negative energy that you experience within that relationship, then you know that your relationship is toxic, and it's time for you to take a break and evaluate and begin to think, what are you going to do about that relationship? So in the next videos, I'll be talking more about why we get into those relationships and how to manage or even to leave such relationships. So until I see you next time, hit that subscribe button, call me, reach out to me through my website. I'll be glad to help you process through a relationship that you are thinking is toxic and you don't know what to do about it. Until next time, continue to live by design.